Hello there and welcome. We have a ton of news to cover today, so stay tuned. First up, we have a brand new upcoming Hyper Blaster, the Impulse 40. The Impulse 40 seems to be taking inspiration from the Evolve, the Rush 40, as well as the Fuel 20. We have the general profile of the Rush 40, the rear prime of the Fuel 20, and the hopper reloading style that the Evolve 100 uses. And that gives me high hopes that the general design of the hopper is similar to the Evolve, because in my testing, the Evolve is so far the best feeding of all the Hyper Blasters. The Impulse 40 is also the first Hyper Pistol not to feature a handguard, so it's going to be more holsterable than the Rush 40 and the Fuel 20. Overall, the Impulse 40 is pretty interesting. I look forward to seeing how it turns out. Up next, we have a brand new LMTD blaster. Well, not actually brand new, it's a repainted Hyperfire. Now, its color scheme is based off G.I. Joe, and the cool thing is, on the right side, it has this kind of paint scheme, and then on the left, it has this more red and aggressive look. In my opinion, that's a really fun and dynamic way to show this paint scheme. Other than the paint scheme, it is just a standard Hyperfire. I've always liked the Hyperfire. I know some people don't necessarily like the Hyperfire. I really like the overall look, rate of fire, balance, and accuracy that the Hyperfire gives. Its flywheels are angled in such a way that it puts a spin on the dart, making it one of the most accurate stock flywheel blasters. And this is retailing for $79.99, and I believe it's only available on Hasbro Pulse, which might make it the most exclusive LMTD blaster. Overall, it's not the most crazy thing, it's just a really nice looking Hyperfire. Next up, we have something very unexpected, the Nerf Scooter 2.0. Now, of course, the previous Nerf Scooter was based off a Rhino Fire. This one seems to be based off a Rapid Strike. It's magazine fed, of course it's going to be full auto, and I bet it's going to be using a yoke-style pusher. Apparently it can hold 180 pounds, which is actually pretty good. Now, the last Nerf Scooter was widely acknowledged as very poor. This one and the previous one are not actually made by Hasbro, so the quality is questionable at best. I believe this thing is retailing for $70 US. Overall, this thing looks goofy as heck, but I wouldn't be surprised if people ended up liking it. Now we finally get to talk about Nerf Ball. Now, Nerf Ball on its own is a game, very similar to Dart Tag. While that is really cool in its own right, I'm most excited about the blaster that Nerf Ball will introduce. Let me read this bit of text right here, then we'll talk about the really exciting stuff. Nerf Ball brings the excitement and heart-pounding play of paintball and airsoft together, with the speed and agility of basketball, all combined with buzzer-beating shots and unbelievable highlight moments. It's a game built by athletes, for athletes. Now on to the really exciting stuff. The sport will introduce an all-new Pro Series blaster. Some have concluded that they're talking about either the Mythic or a new Nerf Gel Ball blaster, but there's substantial evidence that points in a different direction. In Nerf's latest Instagram post, which I highly recommend you check out, we're given our first glimpse of Nerf Ball and the blasters that will be used in the game. At first sight, this blaster just seems like a standard Strife, but under closer inspection, it is definitely not a standard Strife. Now obviously this Strife is rocking a brand new stock as well as a brand new paint job, but the most interesting thing about this new Strife is that it seems to be utilizing half-length darts. From what I can tell, it looks like they're using half-length magazines and adapters. Again, you should check this footage for yourself, but my eyes are seeing half-length magazines. If that is actually what this is, and they're going to start embracing half-length darts, this is the biggest news of the year. Overall, this is just incredibly exciting. Hopefully we'll learn more in the coming months, but for now, I am hyped and cannot wait to see how this all unfolds. Thank you very much for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts on all these upcoming blasters. And happy nerfing.